Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, August 21st, 2026, and it's time for your 5-minute meditation. I'm Dali. This is the Wolf Girl Oracle, and I am so glad that you're here today. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Kat. Good morning, Kelly Bach. Good morning, everybody. It is great to see you guys. TGIF for everyone who that applies to. Before I get started, I want to make an announcement. Today, Sonia will not be doing her live stream at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. She's still recovering from having a visitor this week, and she's also getting ready to go to Mexico. So she will not be doing her live stream this morning. However, Diana has hers at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time this morning, oil painter. So you can hang out there after you're done with me if you'd like this morning. Friday. Yes, it is Friday. Do you guys got any big plans for this weekend? We're hosting a movie night tomorrow night. It's kind of a movie night / Devante's birthday party kind of thing. So that should be fun. We're going to watch Hail Mary. We bought that movie, so we're going to watch that. It should be fun. I'll take pictures and show you guys next week. But the outdoor movie nights are so much fun, and it's a great way to connect with community and to get to know the neighbors. And everybody brings something to share. So we put out a ping pong table, and that thing is filled with food. We make a nacho bar and provide some of the drinks that are, we put out soda and beer and wine, not wine coolers, Mike's Hard Lemonade, that kind of thing, and lots of soda. And everybody just brings their own bottle, or they, whatever. But it's really fun. Hi, Barb. Good morning. Oh, I'll let him know that you said that. Happy birthday, Devante. Yeah, his birthday was on the 18th. He turned 33. So, in fact, he invited his softball team. So we may have a whole bunch of military guys here. So it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun. Yes. All right. Well, let's read on that happy note. Let's read from the Daily Book of Positive Quotations by Linda Piccone. And we are on the August 21st. Man, August is flying past. Holy crap. And today's positive quote is called Taking Action. All you have to do is look straight and see the road. And when you see it, don't sit looking at it. Walk. And that was by Ayn Rand. Wow, Ayn Rand said that. Okay. We've done our research. We've talked with friends and family. We've made lists and created plans. Now we have to double check everything so that we can be certain everything is right before we move ahead. But sometimes we can plan ourselves right out of an opportunity by trying to make everything too perfect. I'm guilty of that, totally. Sooner or later, we have to stop planning and get moving. And the affirmation today is, it may be more important for me to take action than it is to make sure my plan is perfect. I am so guilty of that. I get an idea and then I flowchart out how I want to execute my plan. And honestly, in life, it's done more good than bad for me. But there are things that I like ideas that I got really excited about that I never ended up doing because I got so caught up in the minutia that I never really got the plan started. Not a lot. That hasn't happened a lot in my life, but it has happened a few times. Like I wanted to learn how to fly airplanes. I wanted to learn how to fly airplanes my whole life. I've wanted to take flying lessons. And I've always talked myself out of it, um, saying, like, well, in order for me to be able to keep my license, I got to fly so many hours. And how am I going to afford that? And, I just would I would snowball it into, I just can't do this. I just can't do this. And I am kicking myself. Now I'm almost too old to start that, to do that. Um, and my eyes aren't as great as they used to be. Physically, I'm not sure that I would be able to do that now. Um, I think the best I could hope for is to create a really good flight simulator, which now that is something I'm planning. That is something that I've got in the works for the not so distant future, to build a little flight simulator in the basement that I can fly on. But anyways, yeah. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Shar. How you doing this morning? I'm missing people. Good morning, J Cat Lady. Anybody else that I miss here? Ooh. What does Katie say? The movie we're watching is Hail Mary. Today is Katie's last PT. Happy to be finishing it, and yet sad to say goodbye to the cool people. Yeah, you've made good friends with the PT people, and I understand that because I made friends with the PT people that I worked with too. It's such an intimate process, right? Going through PT, you really are working one on one, and if you connect with them, there's a really intimate friendship that occurs out of that. But as with everything, people come and go from your life. But I'm sure that you're going to keep in contact with these people, Katie, because you really made good friends with them. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Okay. Top of the morning, J. Catley. Teresa says, I'm a procrastinator. Me too, sometimes. Woo. Oh. Yeah, Project Hail Mary. Yes. That's the one. That's what it's called, Project Hail Mary. Thank you. Yeah, I heard it was an excellent movie, so I'm excited. Rick has seen it, and he's like, you got to see this movie. You got to see this movie. And usually Rick and I are on the same page when it comes to like movies that we like. So I am excited to be seeing this. Oh, Cricket's been sick again. Oh no. Let's send out some healing energy to Cricket before we get started. We're going to pull down a beautiful green healing light and a purple light too. In through our crown chakras, right through our bodies, through every chakra, right to our root chakra, into our arms, into our wrists, into our hands. And we are going to build a beautiful healing ball of light, full of healing energy. And we are going to send that off to Cricket, visualizing her happy, bouncy, and healthy and feeling good. Hopefully whatever is bothering her, she just gets it out of her, and then she can go about being the happy little dog that she is. And so it is. Okay. Katie's aunt used to say, why do today what you can put off to do tomorrow? I think that should be our new motto. That's going to be the new motto for this channel. Katie's aunt is very wise. I love that. All right, so let's get started with our meditation today. Let me just get my little timer up here. Okay, so let's roll out our necks, roll out our shoulders, get all that sleep out, wiggle our backs and our butts, make sure our jaws aren't tight. That's where we carry a lot of our stress, you guys, is in our jaws and in our shoulders. So let's get that out. Be nice at peace this morning. And let's do 3 nice, good, cleansing, deep breaths. Breathing in through our nose, out through our mouth. We're going to let our out breath be a little longer than our in breath. And let's not force it. Let's just allow it to flow. Okay, ready? Breathe in. Hold. And breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. And breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. And breathe out. Okay, that's good. I'm going to take a little water here to hydrate before we begin. I think that everybody has been here before, so I think we can just get started. You guys ready? All right, let's begin. Okay, everyone. Very good. We made it through another 5-minute meditation. Congratulations. Oh, everyone's praying for Cricket. Aw. Shar says, I was just telling my aunt who is on schedule all the time, the laundry will be there tomorrow. Yeah, it will be. Kat says, I read the author is encouraged to write another book after Project Hail Mary because the movie was so successful. So hopefully there will be a second movie in the future. I hope so. That would be amazing. Yeah, it's great when it's I haven't read the book, I haven't seen the movie, but I've heard so many people tell me that they read the book and that the movie was really close to the book and that they were very excited by the fact that it was so close to the book. And I appreciate when directors do the best that they can to um, make a story shine through the way that it did in the book. OJ Cat Lady is also sending healing energy to Cricket. Aw, you're very welcome, Barbara. Barbara did a sweet, sweet thing. If you guys were at my Wednesday live stream, I was showing you guys my medicine bag, and I had mentioned, that I was looking for a little silver acorn to put in my medicine bag to represent trees, specifically oak trees. I have a very deep connection with oak trees, and Barbara found one and sent it to me. It was so sweet. I couldn't believe she did that. Oh man, did that touch my heart. That was so sweet. Barbara, you're the best, I swear. Everyone have a beautiful weekend, says Barbara. You too, Barbara. Good morning, Fatima. It is good to see you. So, do we have any prayer requests for this weekend? As always, I'm going to pull down some healing light to send to all the places that have been affected by natural disasters, the forest fires, earthquakes, volcanoes, hurricanes, so many places affected by so many natural disasters. Gaia is doing a little shaking of herself lately, reminding us that um, she's humbling us in a very profound sort of way. So we're going to ask that she ease back so that everyone is safe and no one else is losing their lives or their homes or anything else. But in the same note, we do need to remember that as sentient beings, it is our responsibility to be smart, especially when it comes to the earth and how we treat Mother Earth. This is our mother. Don't disrespect your mother. um, because let's just face it, she is far more powerful than we could ever hope to imagine. And Mother Earth is looking out not just for human beings, but for all the plants, all the animals, everything that is alive on this planet. Our mother has to look at all those things. And we tend to feel like we're the most important, that we can somehow tame nature and bend it to our will. And we cannot. We cannot. And she has to be alive and well, not just for us, but for the entirety of the planet. So sometimes she's going to shake the fleas off. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that people are fleas, they're not. But she is going to she's going to do what she's got to do to preserve life for everything, not just for us. So, but I do ask that she, and then pray that she just calm it for a little while here so that people can rebuild, so that those forests can regrow. And so it is. Teresa says, Mother Earth has given us everything we've ever needed. Every blessing comes from Earth. Yes. And Shar says, she is truly our mother and will not be leaving any of us behind. Right. J Cat Lady says, Prairie was just hit by a 6.7 earthquake today. Prairie? A few hours ago. Peru? What is Prairie? Prayers, please, of ease and grace for Mother Gaia. Yes. I don't know what you mean by prairie, but there was somebody who was hit by a 6.7 earthquake, so we are going to send out some healing energy to all those affected in that area, wherever that might be. That's a big quake. So let's send out some healing energy to that area. I think that you're right, Shar. Oops. There is a tremendous transition that is happening right now. And as part of the shift, there are so many changes that are occurring. There's lots of changes happening in us as human beings. And some are not changing, and they're feeling the stress of that. So I would like to send out some healing energy and some love and compassion energy to all the people who are still in the dark, that haven't recognized the light yet, that are still so stuck in the material and in the ego, and they don't know what's happening. They don't know what's going on. I send them some compassion and love, and I hope that they can see our light through us and find their way up as we transition. Stephen Burns has been predicting these earthquakes. Ooh. Kelly, I'm grateful to have this time with you guys too. I am so grateful. All right, but I do need to head out. So one final prayer to everyone here today. I hope you all have a beautiful weekend, that you're all safe and healthy. Kelly, I want to send out a prayer specifically for you for your immune infusion. I hope that goes well and that you feel some relief with the immune infusion from any pain that you might be feeling or sickness. And also a little extra prayer for you, Kelly, for the emotional things that you're going through right now with your house in Maine. I know how tough that is. I left you like a note on one of your videos where you were talking about that, and I was talking about my experience with losing a house that was important to me and what that felt like, a cabin actually. So yeah. Hi, Annie Bear. Good morning. Good morning, my sweet friend. Good morning, Annie. Love and light and blessings to you, my friend. Okay, so let's have one more little prayer that the weekend goes great and everything is wonderful. And then I am going to close this for today. I love you guys. Namaste. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you all again on Monday. Okay? Thanks so much for meditating with me. You don't know how much that means to me. I wish I could give you all a big tackle hug right now. All right. Take care, everybody. Mwah. I love you. Bye-bye.
Peace in